Hey guys, if you can believe it or not, this is the first time I've ever finished a sketchbook. And I'm so proud of myself, and I hope it doesn't take me another 20 years to do this again. So I'm very excited to share it with you. This sketchbook is really old. I've had it since the pandemic. It's taken me through my study abroad in Korea and overall just a lot of different trips. Korea, Japan, most recently Seattle, and it's taken me through a breakup as well. It's actually lasted that entire relationship. So anyways, let's dive in. Here is my sketchbook. I did tab a couple places I wanted to highlight. It's a Strathmore sketchbook with 100 sheets, spiral bound. It's pretty busted if you can't tell. All right, let's get started. So this page is acrylic actually, and I think this is in like 2021. Looks really nice on camera. It's still one of my favorite pages in the sketchbook. This page I was experimenting with colors and the color wheel. Can't say a few years later if I understand color theory yet, but I'm definitely still practicing. This page is more acrylic on the sketch paper, and it actually inspired me to make this card, which I then scanned and printed, which is really cool. I had a lot of acrylic in the beginning. I really like this painting as well. This one is my first kind of real ink sketch in here of a moth. And it also has some prints from when I wanted to make my stamp, which is also on the back of this card. I think this is in like 2021. I have even more acrylic paintings in here, but they're actually like not dried, and so they glued shut, but that's okay. This one is one of my favorite sketches, if not my favorite sketch in the entire sketchbook. This is a study of The Rainy Season in the Tropics by Frederick Edwin Church. And I actually saw this painting in person. It was absolutely life-changing. I loved it, and I loved it so much I ended up buying the art book from the museum that I got it in San Francisco. So this is a photo. I used this image, if you can see, as the reference for my sketch here. And it took me about 75 minutes. I do really like it. I'm too afraid to color it though. So it might stay a sketch forever, which is fine. It's a study, and that's what studies are for. This one was done in 2023. It's, I believe, just a bunch of different reference photos. So this is done on a Tuesday in April on the 23rd, April 23rd. In 2023. I have a film grab, like a snail, some Elima, and this is a photo from one of my favorite cafes, which is now closed. The overall spread's really nice, and I'm happy with how I filled up the page on this one. This one is kind of a sketch journal from when I had a potluck with my friends, and I just drew a bunch of the different stuff that was there. So there was cider, tteokbokki, which I made, some dumplings, different things here. It was a really good meal and a really good memory. I'm happy with this one as well. Oh, here, it says 11/11/2023, Friendsgiving at my old house in Waikiki. Let's see, some other things here, some other sketches. Moving on, this was just like a late night sketch. I wanted to see if I could draw Pokemon from memory. Honestly, I did pretty well. Next page is a bit, I took a lot of creative liberty on this one. I don't know why I did this. I think I saw a meme of like Kirby with no shoes on. And it was a great study on feet, in fact, just that it's attached to Kirby. And I did some studies. This is from a walk in Manoa. I was in fact emo. So I'll just kind of flip through these and blur when appropriate. Then on the other side, I drew this upside down. This is a sketch of myself from one of my outfits that I really liked. And this one is kind of a funny one. So I did this sketch a long time ago in June of 2024. But then a couple months ago, I came back to it and I decided to color it. And I'm very happy with it. Oh, I do not like this page, but I will show you. Honestly, the proportions are really bad. But I think this was my attempt at Badtober. And I don't love it, but I am going to show you for the sake of transparency. These are more sketches from Badtober. This one was specifically done in Seoul at Seoul Fashion Week at DDP. This guy just had this outrageously large bag. So more Badtober. I did not get past day 7. Oh no, day 8. But I love this. I love this little guy right here. I believe this is the penguin that's on the Suica card. It's so cute. I love it. And this was a little iteration of some cartoon guys I had done a while ago. So moving on. But this was growing where I do ceramics, and it's really nice. I do want to come back to this and color it, but it's another one of those things where I'm too scared. So this page is really important. We're now in 2025. This is planning for an art contest held by Kiikau Printers. And so I wanted to do the Chinese lucky knot, and it was the year of the snake, specifically the wood snake. So here are a couple iterations of that with the final sketch right here. And you can see how it looks compared to the final because I have it in a print right here. This is how it looks, the final printed artwork. Thank you so much to Kiikau Printers for printing it. They just did such an amazing job of matting and everything like that. And I also have it in a sticker version. And moving on to this kind of final chapter of this sketchbook is when I discovered my alcohol pens. Now I'm still in love with this medium. I very recently got it. I already want to buy more colors, but this is my first pass at it. I really like this chrysanthemum flower. I think it was a good use in practicing what the colors look like and how to blend. It's not perfect, but a great first try, and I get better at it as you go along. This one is just kind of like a sunset, a lot of creative liberty there, but it was fun to play around with the different colors. Then back to sketching here. This is a light study I had done from one of the photos I had taken in downtown Honolulu. I really went back and forth as to which color I should use in terms of the shadow. I do like the blue, but I kind of think that another color would have fit better. So I might want to retry this later in the future. And then this was my attempt at drawing with mecha, which I really, really liked the final product of. I think the colors is just such a good use of alcohol markers. This is from Evangelion, if you cannot tell or do not recognize it. But yeah, I want to draw more things in mecha. I really enjoyed that. Oh, and this is Star Wars sketch. I didn't finish it, but I also am really happy with it as well. Notes here. Did these sketches at the beach. And then this page I had drawn in Seattle. This is one of my first sketches I had done there. This is, I believe it's called Green Lake. Moving on to another alcohol pen sketch. This one I have also done in Seattle at a cafe, and this is on Bainbridge Island. I guess this was a reference. I think I did the sketch in a different sketchbook, but really happy with this one. And this was a light study that I had done recently as well. I'm also really proud of this one. This is looking outside of a window at Lighthouse Coffee in Fremont. I really like this study a lot. I ended up going from light to dark. So I did the yellow first and then the teal. Well, I did this color last actually. It's kind of like a background, but did this color and then I did the darker colors. It was interesting to see how they interacted on top of each other. These are also some studies I had done from different ceramic pieces. And then this one I did draw in public. This was from Tamari Bar. I believe it was like a happy hour, and so I was just eating and sketching, and the employee was really nice. She complimented it. Even though I don't really have the right colors for this, I could have chose something more vibrant, but yeah, I'm really happy with how that one turned out as well. This was another study I'd done at a park. The Ballard locks, specifically pretty basic, but I did enjoy, always enjoy the process. This is from a furniture store here in Hawaii. And that is my last page, pretty much. I have some things in here, some note from my bat system. Ooh, this is really nice. I have some pressed hydrangeas that I brought back from Seattle. I didn't pluck these hydrangeas. I found them already on the ground. So here they are. They're really, really pretty. These are just so nice. They were such a bright blue and they came out really, really nicely. So I'm going to keep that out here and figure out how to preserve that. Some other things. Let's see. Oops. This is parking. Okay, yeah, this is parking ticket, parking stub. This is a watercolor painting I'd done a long time ago, and then this is the original painting I had done that you can see. I was messing around with those same colors at those earlier pages. So it's kind of my DIY back pocket. I have a lot of good stuff back there. So that is everything in my sketchbook. I hope you liked it. I hope I can film another one soon, meaning that I finish up another sketchbook soon. I have a lot of smaller sketchbooks that I could walk through, but this is really the one that's taken me through a large chunk of my life. So I hope you liked it. And that's all I have for you. I'll see you guys later.